Her trying to get on. I don't know if she's there. There she is, you beautiful soul.
I did.
Yay! Happy Monday. How are you?
Monday. I'm doing good. And I'm so happy to see that there's so many people in this call today.
Yes. And we're so glad that you're here. And I would love for people to hear about your brilliance. First of all, tell us a little bit about your business, your background, and then we can get into the LinkedIn strategy.
Well, I'm an executive coach and consultant, and I'm specialized in leadership, negotiation, conflict resolution, and self-confidence, mostly for women. Mm-hmm. And I also like to call myself an inner power decoder, because I'm going to help you identify your power, your superpowers, and then we're just going to help you brand them so you can get out there and, just get a better life, more joy, more fulfillment, more wealth. And that's what I do in a nutshell. I have over 25 years of combined experience in leadership, legal practice, teaching, and coaching. And before founding my company is called Executive Mindset Coaching. I serve in the corporate sector, in the non-for-profit sector, in government agencies, and post-secondary education sector as well, in 3 different countries as a transformational and visionary leader. So now I want to help other women to get there.
Oh, so good. So good. So I love your background and your journey. I would love maybe for you to share, Dr. Veronica, with the group, on your journey in entrepreneurship and kind of launching your business and given your professional background. What made you decide that LinkedIn was going to be your runway for lead generation versus the other platforms? What made you kind of think, I think this is something I need to get into?
Well, I'm an executive consultant and coach, right? So I knew that my people are going to be in LinkedIn. My people are in LinkedIn. I mean, they are also sometimes in Facebook and Instagram, but it didn't feel right. Like I'm also an intuitive life coach, so I really listen to my inner voice. And there was something telling me that's difficult to explain, but just because of my background and me having a PhD, and working in corporate and wanted to get corporate clients mostly, LinkedIn was the right place because that's where people are looking for this type of work, right? Yes. I knew LinkedIn. I heard I was just like everybody else here the first time I actually listened to you talking, and what you said made sense to me. It was like, okay, this is what I was looking for. This is what my intuition was right? Like this is the path. And that's why I decided just to enroll in the academy. It was like the other platforms seem a lot of work, up to date. It's like, I just can't, I struggle with, I do have accounts, right? In Instagram and Facebook. I did everything because I know you encourage us to do that, as well as LinkedIn, but I just create everything for LinkedIn and then just publish in anywhere else. So that my standards are high. So even for Facebook and Instagram, my posts have a certain quality because they're made for LinkedIn.
I love that you're hitting on that, because I do have people ask me that. Well, once you start, if we enroll with the academy, do you say abort the other platforms? And I say for the past 3 years, our copy strategy has been to write for LinkedIn and then spray it across the other platforms. And so what you find when you join our program is you're learning a methodology that's not only effective and impactful over on LinkedIn, but you're learning attraction marketing at a really high standard level, like Dr. Veronica just said, that you're able to put over on the other platforms as well. I'm just here to tell you that most likely you're going to see a lot more engagement and views and impressions with the same content over on LinkedIn, right?
Oh, yes. I can tell you that my posts that I've done very well in LinkedIn, just an example, can have 3,000 views on LinkedIn, and the same post can have 30 on Instagram and maybe 100 on Facebook.
Yes. I think that is one of the most startling things our clients realize once they get in and they start following the methodologies that we teach. And I love that you hit on this, Veronica, which is I'm still posting on the other platforms as well. I'm doing the work. I might as well. I think it's very eye-opening when you start getting traction, how much more of an ROI and engagement you're getting on the LinkedIn platform. I'm at that point, you realize I'm not making it up, right?
No, it don't. It works. The method works, right? It takes, the truth is it takes people, some people it takes a little bit longer than others. It depends on how comfortable you are getting out there, because you're going to be pushed to get out there, right, Jackie? Like it tells me all the time, right? So I started slowly. I started posting, and then posting with pictures, and then posting videos, and I'm doing lives this week.
Yay!
So right, so it's just but it's just depends on how, again, for me, I needed just to get what I think took more time for me was that I needed to get clear on my message.
Yeah.
And
Some
that
people
is a lot of work that we do in the academy too, right? If my message had been very clear since the beginning, I could have jumped right in, but I needed time to refine.
Yeah.
And try, because that's also great. The academy gives you the opportunity for trial and error in a safe space.
Oh, so true.
And you get a lot of feedback, right? So
yeah. Well, with that, do you mind sharing with us a little bit just about your journey in the academy, and maybe what's been a couple of things that have been the most valuable for impact for you as far as the program goes? Like, what have you found the most value in?
Well, I think the hand holding, to be honest, for me, I needed the hand holding, and you guys hold my hand, right?
Right.
Now I'm walking by myself, but at the beginning it was a lot of hand holding, and the whole team is amazing, right? Melissa has this amazing wisdom nuggets, right? You get her once a month, and then you come for that hot seat coaching, and it's like, oh my God, I've been thinking about this the whole month, and she solved it in 3 minutes. How can I mean, I'm telling you, I see people's superpowers, and that's one of hers, right? So and then Jackie is so good at tech and so patient. she has so much knowledge, and then just she sits with you, and she does the hand holding with a lot of patience. That, like, I think that her superpower is tech for sure, because she can solve any tech problem that you present to her. But she can also dumb it down, because clearly I need things dumbed down. Believe me, when it comes to tech, that's not my thing, and she will do it, and she will do it with patience and compassion and love, like that. So that's great. And then Pam and the rest of the team, they are just giving you the feedback and helping you. I was a good student, believe me. You have to do that. I was there every call. And
you're a very good student. And I love that you just mentioned the coaches, because I'd love for you to hit on this, because I'm going to share with everybody a little bit more about what's in the academy here in a minute or so, because in case they didn't hear the presentation earlier this week, but we have incredible coaches. I'm biased, but we've got coaches who are certified through our process. They're certified by me. They're certified by Jackie, that are wildly successful on the platform, and they have all different backgrounds in business. And they're all different demographics: male, female, US, Canada, Australia, right? Like, there's one thing I learned in corporate, and that is that your team needs to reflect your client demographic. And so as much as everybody's like Veronica said, you get Melissa once a month, I actually do coaching every single week on Mondays. You guys can come chat with me every single week.
That's right. That's my bad. Yeah.
But then we also have small group coaching every month. So you get me every week plus small group coaching. But what I wanted to hit on is that as much as you may I'm the face of the company, I just happen to be able, I'm just good on screen, right? But on the back end, there's so many incredible humans that are incredibly knowledgeable with our certified coaches. Some of them you've heard from as testimonials. And I'm a huge advocate to line my team that supports you with reflecting the demographics of our clients. And so it wouldn't serve you to have a bunch of me's, because then you'd have this one female in her early 40s who was from corporate with a particular, I'm a business coach who was in e-commerce. That would be the sad angle that the coaching you would get from all the time. But instead, you have a platter of choice of coaches that are executive coaches. They're e-commerce. They've got some of them have tangible products that they sell online, and that way my team can give more value, because we're reflecting our audience, our clients, than just me. Yes, a buffet. And some of you will learn, Julie's going to be running the workshop next week, and I'm also in the executive coach space. So I want to sign up for her audit because I want her particular feedback, right? Dr. Veronica, love that what you shared. And I'm sorry, I like went off on a rant, but I wanted you to maybe speak from your experience with the feedback you've gotten in the feedback sessions, the audits that we do. Because I love that you said the accountability and the hand-holding was really important for you. Can you just speak to the coaches that you've worked with, or just?
Yes, I work with everybody because I will attend everything, right? Because I value that. I value the different perspectives, right? Because you're going to have different clients. So you need different opinions when you are building your brand on LinkedIn. And that's why I'm saying it's a safe space, right? Because people will come and everybody is very collaborative, and the coaches do a great job as facilitators of the group and with the feedback. So when you're there, you present what you have, and they will say, I always value honesty, and that is very important in our sessions. I don't like this, or this doesn't resonate with me, or maybe you can change that. So if you see my first version of LinkedIn, has nothing to do with the one I have now. And I'm still working this week on changing everything again because of the feedback that I've been getting, right? So lately, so I'm just I did a new banner. I'm working getting my About Me section. So this is always evolving, and this is a work in progress. But you are seeing that the good thing is that you are seeing the results. It's not that you have to wait. Like I started with how many people? I had LinkedIn for like 10 years, but as many of you probably hear, I use it as a CV, right? So not as a networking tool or a lead generation tool, which is what I'm doing now. And I grow to 800 connections right now, but they are solid ones, which is good, right? Like,
you've been very strategic in who you're bringing into your network, which has been incredible. So good. Well, so Dr. Veronica, for these guys who are sitting on the fence, I remember having a clarity call with you, and you put me through the ringer. You had a lot of questions, right?
Yeah, I ask questions for a living, right? As a coach. I had a lot of questions, and I remember the one because I was worried about the team. I said, like, I see that you're great, and I see how good you are in these calls and your strategies and the things you're building. What about your team? And she said, oh, my team is better than me. And I was like, but and then everybody is equally good. I won't say some are better than the others, because I think everybody brings to the table their own skills, but I can tell you it's a very rounded team. So you'll get a lot of things.
Awesome.
And so if you're on the fence, don't do it. Like, just go for it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Before I transition to just kind of walking these guys through what's in the academy before we wrap up, any final remarks? And when are you going live? How can we support you? What do you have going on right now that people can come check out?
Well, I'm going live on Thursday, and I have a series that I've been developing on people pleasing, because that seems to be as people pleasing, but the bottom line is assertiveness. How to be more assertive in your communication. So I'm doing a live on that topic, and I'm gonna, if that's okay with you, I'm gonna put here my LinkedIn profile so people can go and check it out. And there is, you can see my post, you can see what I've done, and you will see, if you go scroll all the way down, you'll see the evolution, which is quite interesting.
Yes.
Very proud of myself there. So how can you support me? Go to my live on, it will be at 12 o'clock Mountain Time. That is 2 o'clock Eastern Time on Thursday.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Veronica, for jumping in here during your busy schedule. I really appreciate it.